It's almost go time, and we cannot wait for this one. Huge game. Last week it was Bass getting the job done in Central Pool 1 over Holy Cross Ride. There's kickoff. So we're away here. Greggs with first possession. Up front, Ryan Polson and Cooper Clark, along with Jed Reardon, their vice-captain, in the number 13 jumper. Good early runs as well up the middle for them. At hooker, Harrison Quinn. He'll be directing things around, but it is Heath Mason, their captain, their halfback, in the number 7 jumper, that's going to do a lot of command for this home side in this game as they nearly work their way back up to halfway. A good first set for St Greg's, a bit slow in that play the ball. Fifth and last, just over halfway now. Playing it there was big Cooper Clark. So Mason just gets his kick away. Plenty of height on this one. Edgar underneath. Jackson Edgar, Harold Matt's player of the year with the Panthers. Plenty of his teammates involved in this Doms lineup as well as they work their way past the 30. And taking a run here is Mitch Heather, considered one of the more Mr. Reliables in this Doms team, as they work it almost back, in fact, over halfway themselves. Good D. That was on Josh DeBritt. A good first set in attack here for St Doms. Fifth and last comes now. That's Jet Cleary, brother of Nathan. He sends a high one downfield, just uncontested, right near that sideline. In fact, they've driven him over. So a perfectly weighted kick there from Jet Cleary. And St Doms are going to have the first opportunity inside opposition red zone right here. Underneath that one was James Croker. Speaking of brothers of, brother of Lachlan. Starting hooker for the Manly Seagulls, of course. James Croker. He's a Crookwell product. About half this St Greg's team is made up of boarders from right around the New South Wales and ACT region. Up the middle goes Kai Raven inside that Greg's 10 now. Huge opportunity here for St Doms to post the first points as they work it through hands. That's Edgar wrapped up in the tackle and driven back somewhat. He'll play it on that opposition 10. Out of acting half, looking particularly dangerous is Jack Addard. Starting hooker for this Doms lineup. About 1 metre short of that try line. Having a dart. It looks as though Doms might be in here. Held up. Great D. St Greg's students love that. So back out to the 10 they go. That was Jack Ewer, the captain of this Doms lineup, having a dart himself. Raven now through hands. They go out wide with Edgar. He beats one. And now well wrapped up once again. They've held him on well so far in this game. Down this short side they go. Now a good offload there from Riley Pollard. Now up the middle with Liam Perham. And he's wrapped up. St Greg's passing with flying colours defensively early in this one. Now how well can they work their way out of danger? A good first up carry off the right foot there. That's Duna, his first carry of the afternoon. One of the guns in this Greg's side with the number 4 on his back. And a good run there also from Callum McMenemy, the centre pairing in this team. An early kick. Edgar did well to get to it in the end. Didn't exactly get a great bounce, but he's about 11 short of halfway now. Bit of a juggle, but it's fine. It's with Danny Johnston, one of the edge forwards in this team, and there's a good carry. Up over halfway goes Josh DeBritt. There's Ewer, the captain once again. Expect plenty of that here this afternoon. As they work it left, Cleary inside for Edgar. Looks like there might have been a bit of a juggle there, which brought that attacking raid to a halt. Cleary now is well handled by Quinn. Got the offload away. Now Ewer looking for options. Ball hits the deck, and they're going backwards as well. Now it's been kicked through by Josh Gavin Kimber, and it's well weighted as well. Cooper Mangan does well to get out. In fact, it looks as though, once again, that Dom's defence coming across in kick chase with a fine result. Struggling to see that corner. There's so many Greg students here in for this one. So it's going to be St Dom's ball. Pushing close to the line now, Doms. Here we go. St Greg students are upstanding. That's going to make life even more tricky for us. Pollard to Edgar. Just short. As they work it through hands once again. There's Johnston. Pulled down a few metres out. Once again, a great chance for Doms to post the first points in this game. Pollard to Cleary, out wide and juggled. Gregs get it done on their own line once again defensively. So great early signs here for the home side. Buoyed by this local support, St Greg's looking to respond after a tough Schoolboy Cup campaign last year. Some nice little movement down this left edge as well. Cooper Mangan, one of the players involved in last year's campaign, beats the first. Working their way back to the middle of the field, doing some ball playing is Jed Reardon, the vice-captain, son of Steve Reardon, a Temora product. Now a bit of an overlap down this right edge. Well covered in defence by the Dom's left defensive pairing. And here's a settling run back towards the middle. It's with Ryan Polson, one of the stars in this Greg's lineup. Mason now with a good cutout ball, and it's play on here. Back inside. There was a massive opportunity there, but in the end it was put down by Duncombe. Archie Duncombe, one of two Crookwell products in this Greg's lineup, along with James Croker. So here comes St Dom's out of their own end. 8.5 minutes gone in this first half. Phil Pryor with you on Community TV. Peter Mulholland Cup round one action. This is the central pull up the middle. Doms with a half break. Johnston in support. Up they go. In fact, that was a dummy half. Jack Haddard with great support play up the middle. What a set that was from St Dom's, and we have points here first half at St Greg's. 9 minutes gone, 4-0 St Dominic's. Explosive dummy half, Jack Haddard. He's a New South Wales representative touch footy player. He's involved with Penrith's Harold Matt's campaign as well. And he's on the board here for the visitors. So that's St Greg's. D did particularly well on their own line. But St Dom's have just proven they're going to be able to pounce from anywhere. A lot of leg speed in this forward pack particularly as well, as we now see Nathan Cleary's younger brother Jet, the 18-year-old, looking to add the extra two. Simple first up assignment for him. 6-0 St Dom's. Jack Ewer, Liam Perham, Kai Raven, that is the middle forward trio starting for St Dom's, and the two front rowers, Jack Ewer and Liam Perham, they're sort of more utility forwards. Jack Ewer sees himself more as a 13, but they've got Kai Raven playing that role today, so it's not the biggest middle forward group, but as you've seen in that previous set, plenty of leg speed through the middle. And here they come once again. Now that's Johnston. Taken on his own 20. Now here's the captain. Once again, Jack Ewer. Penrith SG ball player. Plays it in the centre, 30 out. There's a good carry from Raven. There's the 13. Kai Raven also involved with Penrith. Harold Matts out down the middle is Edgar. In support, once again it's Adard. So the dummy half for Doms goes bang, bang. And he scores under the sticks once again. And the visitors lead 10-0, kick to come. Jack Adard with an early double. And it was Jackson Edgar, the fullback, involved in the build-up there, making the half break. The fullback for St Dominic's, a City under-18s representative involved in New South Wales Combined Catholic College's side. He was Harold Matt's Player of the Year, involved with the Panthers campaign. That Penrith side, they went down in the preliminary final to eventual premiers, the Bulldogs. But what a 2023 Jackson Edgar is having, and what a game the number 9 Jack Adard is having so far as well. Cleary 1 from 1, a nice easy second up attempt as well. And it's about to be 12-0 in a flash here at St Gregory's. So young Jet, he's 2 from 2. And back to halfway we go. We've reached the quarter mark just about in this game. And it went from 0-all to 0-12 in a blink. First 2 tries to Jack Attard. So that kickoff to the left corner is brought back now. Playing it there was Hunter Bell, the right winger. There's Adard out of dummy half as well, going to Cleary. And he played it to Heather. There's Attard having a go himself. And the best player out there so far in this one, now Kai Raven. A carry up the middle. 5th and last here, called by referee Aidan Hayward. Cleary to the heavens. Once again, Croker underneath it, does well. Students here at St Greg's enjoyed that. Now Cooper Mangan beat the first tackler to pick up a few handy meters as they work it out of their own red zone. Almost up to the 30 now. Picture perfect here in St Gregory's College in Campbelltown. As the home side work their way back to halfway. Tough carry there from McMenemy. Now the kick comes, finding grass in behind. It's a good boot. Getting back is Case Muller. He linked up with Edgar. And back comes the Mats Player of the Year. Jackson Edgar. Promising signs from the number 1 as well in this game so far. Jet Cleary getting his hands on the ball plenty in this game. Did some ball playing just there. As they work it down the left, Doms. Nearly back to midfield now. Raven beating some tacklers. Great run from Raven. Puts that Greg's D on the back foot once again. Cleary gets it once again. In behind. And he finds grass. Mangan has to cover up. And he did pretty well, young Cooper Mangan. One of the more senior players in this lineup now are West's Tigers, MacArthur. Laurie Daly Cup player. Fullback is also a gun soccer player, I'm led to believe. St Dom's great defensive set here. Now they work it through hands. Greg's trying to find some space down the left, and they do just that. Showing a bit of pace as well was Luke Fielding. That offload just travelled forward though. That got the home fans on their feet. Luke Fielding, the left winger. Plenty of pace. And it was good cover defence in the end. The tackle that had to be made. So the score stays 12 points to 0, 12 and a half minutes before we hit half time here in round 1. Peter Mulholland's Cup action. School bells in the background, but no one's going anywhere. And we'll have to take 2 with this scrum. So Riley Pollard, the half, playing it in here. Cleary at first receiver. A show and a go. Good run from him. Some similarities to his brother, the way he carries it. Attard now with some ball playing. The dummy half. As they work it to the left. Raven once again. He's been busy the lock. Back up the middle with Ewer. Swung to ground. Good tackle that time from Reardon. Now out the back. Pollard with a short ball for Johnston. Good D. Great defence from Greggs. Right on the goal line. Could have easily been Dom's 3rd try. It was a good little short ball from the number 6, Riley Pollard, one of the guns in this Dom's team as well. Panthers SG ball and New South Wales combined Catholic Colleges player. Pollard is also a gun touch footy player. Aussie under-18s representative. Greg's ball. There's Mason off the right foot. Good run from one of the Greg's guns. Plenty of quality in both halves pairings here in this matchup. An important 10 minutes before halftime, particularly for the home side. need to find some points as well. They've had their moments. There's Callum McMenemy, a West's Harold Matt's rep. Short side. Duna with the ball out wide, and it will be 6 more tackles. Danny Johnston couldn't quite reel in the footy on an intercept attempt. So 6 more tackles and up go the students. A great opportunity for Gregs. They've been starved of possession inside opposition territory as well. One of their best chances of the match so far. And once again, just a bit of mistiming in a midfield scrum. Dylan Smith is on as well, the replacement dummy half. Look out for him around the ruck. Mason, good short ball out wide to McMenemy. In fact, that was Duna. Up the middle. All right, 10 metres out from this Dom's line. What have they got here, St Greg's? Through a couple of sets of hands. In fact, a decent dummy there from Reardon. Only a few metres out. They move it to the left. In goes the kick. In behind. And on the end of it, Fielding. Who was it? It was Luke Fielding. No, they're bringing it out. It's tough to see what's going in behind there. The home fans blocking our vision. Oh, so close. Must have been a knock on in the in goal from Luke Fielding. And a relieving penalty for St Dom's. That won't help the mindset of the home side here. As Pollard kicks for touch. One of the 18-year-olds in this team. Both halves for Doms are a lot of experience. Panthers SG ball players, both Cleary and Pollard. Mitch Heather plays it now. Trying to develop into the Penrith Panthers representative player. Still got youth on his side, Heather. Now Pollard once again takes it to the line. Edgar continuing to push it out wide. It's with Gavin Kimber. Couple more tackles up their sleeve here. Pollard fakes the inside ball. And he'll play it centre of the park. So Edgar's going to get this one. In fact, no, it was Raven out for Edgar now. Edgar's the one that puts it in behind. And it looks like Mangan was defending out there on the wing that time. Which means Croker pushes into dummy half. Looks like Harvey Gay might be out there now in 17. Here's the other Greg's player with a 7 on his back. There's Heath Mason playing it on his own 20. Nice run. Up the middle there from Cooper Clark. Almost back to halfway now, and Duna puts up a tower. Edgar was good underneath. Certainly has been impressive so far. Jackson Edgar, 17-year-old fullback. Cleary goes into dummy half, and he gave it to Case Muller, one of the young wingers in this team. They're both just 16 years of age. The St Dom's flanks. And now here's Josh Gavin Kimber once again. Still a couple more tackles up their sleeve. Pollard to Cleary, inside for Edgar. There might have been a forward pass in there. So over 1,000 St Greg's College students here to watch this one at their picture perfect venue out here in Campbelltown for Peter Mulholland Cup round 1 action. They'll be back here in the 3rd round as well, taking on Bass High in mid-June. St Greg's, they've got Holy Cross in round 2. St Dom's have Bass High next up. That's going to be another tall order for them. So good run there from Callum McMenemy. Up the middle, there he goes, Dylan Smith. We spoke about it. He only needed a half chance at a dummy half. And he makes his mark on this set for St Greg's. Now Mason with a cutout ball. Dooner, a half break. Inside the 10 now. Throwing a dummy is Archie Duncombe. They're set up here to the left. Mason now. He's going to put it on the boot out wide for fielding through 2 sets of hands. And it might have gone backwards out of the hands of the Dom's winger Muller, which means it could be a knock on St Greg's. We'll just wait for the call here from Aidan Hayward. It's always going to be tough for fielding to bring that in after it came through the hands of Muller. Looks like it's going to be Greg's ball. So a good result for the home side. Ruled forward out of the hands of Muller by referee Aidan Hayward. And the home fans are back to their feet here at St Greg's. Great atmosphere here. 3 minutes before half-time. A massive set for Greg's. Mason, huge cutout ball. Croker is in a touch. I didn't need that on tackle 1. And great D over there by Hunter Bell. Another player, young player in this Doms team, trying to push his case for Penrith, Harold Matt's level. And if the scouts are watching, that can't hurt. Good D on his own goal line, a tackle that obviously had to be made. Muller lost his footing there. They work it out of their own ends. A decent set so far. That was Josh Gavin Kimber looking for more work. He's been busy. And that was the description I got from Coach Kyle Churchill, in fact, hard-working centre. As this kick, has he pushed it? He has. So, what do you know? 2 minutes left first half. St Greg's have another great opportunity to get themselves back to within 1 score here, right on the stroke of half-time. It's been 12-0 for quite some time. Playing it is Sebastian Sykes, probably the biggest body in this Greg's lineup, off the bench. A big brute of a man. And there's Reardon breaking tackles, breaking more tackles, and offloads available now. They tried to get the other offload as well, Dylan Smith, and it's been turned over. Just over a minute left here. Plenty of St Greg's students scratching their heads. That would have been massive to take some momentum and points in a half-time. Good run from Danny Johnston. Panthers Harold Matts, representative, making his Schoolboy Cup debut and earning his team a penalty at the end of it. Now 40 odd seconds left, probably time for a kick to touch and then 1 or 2 tackles. I was going to say maybe a sneaky field goal opportunity, but the kick from Pollard is probably not going to give them any such chance. 20 odd seconds left. Johnston will take another carry. Maybe time for a couple more tackles. Good tackle there on Liam Perham. And this will just about be it. Cleary with a kick in behind. And all sorts of things happened there at the back. It looks like it was Duna that had dropped back to fullback. Half time. Here at St Gregory's College, it's 12-0. The visitors are up. St Dominic's in this round 1 Peter Mulholland Cup game. It's Central Pool 1 involving Greggs and St Dom's. So second half, round 1 Peter Mulholland Cup action is underway on Community TV, and that's a wobbling kickoff. And trouble for St Dom's to kick off this second half. That's how the home side needed to start things. Could they have asked for a better restart? The answer is no. So Jet Cleary to drop out. Not a bad strike, 40 on the fly. So here they come. Lucas Rossi, West's Harold Matts representative, onto the field. And inside that 20 already, 2 tackles gone. Reardon. Inside the 10 go the home side. Dylan Smith playing dummy half still. They work it to the left. And they run out of room. So a couple more opportunities here on this Dom's line. Once again, it's Rossi with a settling carry. Here's the last tackle now. Through hands they go. Mason out wide for Duna, who throws a dummy. He's strong, Duna. He's pulled down though. So good D on their own goal line there from St Dominic's. So many Greg's students here. It's hard to see what's happening in these front corners. The visitors now, they work it out of their own end. Cleary playing some dummy half. Looks like it's been turned over here, so a loose carry. So Greg's aren't done yet, and a penalty. Pollard giving one away there. Dylan Smith's just going to tap and go. And now Sykes plays it inside that St Dom's 10. Cooper Black. Heath Mason's half pairing, of course. Reardon, there's Heath. He has a crack himself. Dylan Smith with options either side. Big Sykes. Oh, so close. Out the back for Mason now. Another show and a go. He tried to get the offload away. And referee Aidan Hayward rules that it was strict. 6 more tackles. They work it through hands once again, and just out the back. It's going to be turned over. There might have been an error, though, as they looked to pick that up. There was. It was Case Muller trying to scoop it up. 16-year-old winger for St Dom's. And he went without it, but he did get a touch to it, according to referee Aidan Hayward. So the Dom's defence has been perfect in this game so far. Greggs are throwing what they can at it, but the opportunities keep presenting here. How long can Doms hold out? So they work it to the left, McMenemy. Now Smith goes inside back towards the sticks. It's Malia. Open side they go. A nice flat ball for Sykes. He's going to be hard to stop. Only just. Smith turns it back inside. It looks like that's Reardon having a crack, and he's held up. So back to the 10 goes the lock forward for Greggs. Short side. Mason sees something he likes. It was a short ball to Harvey Gay. Now they're set up open to the left. Heath Mason with a kick across. Kind of caught side of the boot. It was there for the taking for Duna, but went through his hands and forced dead, so it will be out to the 20 metres. St Dominic's outstanding defence. And Kai Raven, I'm led to believe he is the energy of this Dom's forward pack. Wasted no time to get this set going. A tap from the 20. Good defence right there on Hunter Bell. Up the middle they go. Oh, Bush on Jack Ewer. Right on halfway, he plays it. Danny Johnston, he's been impressive. Beat the first tackle. Penalty St Dom's. The Greg students didn't agree with that one. So a kick for touch and 6 more. Off the right boot of Riley Pollard right there, the 18-year-old 5'8", Panthers SG ball rep, New South Wales CCC as well. A number of combined Catholic colleges reps in these sides. A show and a go that time from Liam Perham. Raven with a tip on ball. So Ewer plays it once again. Pollard now cuts one out. Good D. Harvey Gay around the waist. Now they work it through hands. Cooper Winneck is on in 17. Another penalty. So 6 more here for Doms. And Pollard's going to... He was going to tap, but now Cleary's saying maybe we'll take the 2. And it's not a bad decision there from the 7, Jet Cleary. 18-year-old younger brother of Nathan Cleary, who of course is involved with the New South Wales Blues Origin camp, who got their training underway today in Coogee. Wonder if Nathan's tuning into the coverage on community TV here from St Greg's in Campbelltown. Good luck to the Blues if they are. Both of Jet Cleary's conversion attempts have been from right in front of the sticks. So slightly more challenging off the tee right here. 2 points here and they push that margin out to 3 scores. And we've got the best angle of this one. Similar kicking style to his brother. Similar results. 14-0 St Dom's. It's time for the home side to lift, to get themselves back into this game. 22 minutes and change left. St Gregory's College, founded all the way back in 1926, nearly 100 years ago. They haven't tasted Schoolboy Cup victory since the year 2000. 9 cups to their name. 23-year drought. As St Dominic's from Penrith work it out of their own end. Nearly back to the 40 already in this set. They've been impressive today. Slow play the ball there. Perham eventually got back to his feet. Here's Ewer, the captain. He's been very busy through the middle. Two evenly matched teams, no doubt, as Pollard takes it himself this time. Quick play the ball as well. Slow play the ball that time, though, in the end. Once Pollard got back to his feet, Cleary put the kick through. Fielding was there to field it. McMenemy wrestled to ground slowly. Good footwork there from Cooper Mangan. Now Duna, there's a good carry, taken down low, got back to his feet quickly. Wanted the penalty and he got it. He also wanted the quick tap. That wasn't on, according to referee Aidan Hayward. And now it's in the hands of Dylan Smith, and he'll tap. Up goes Jed Reardon, the vice-captain in this team, son of the legendary Steve Reardon. And here's a good run and an offload from Duncan, the Crookwell product. One of a number of boarders in this St Greg's team from all around New South Wales. Mason, through hands they go. There's Cooper Black, one of 6 players named Cooper in this game. 3 on each team. Close to the line, Mason with a cutout ball. Duna with a dummy. Duna! He might have been held up as well. They're claiming the try. It doesn't come. Doesn't get much closer than that. The Roosters, Harold Matts 5'8", Lachlan Duna. In fact, now they've given it. So they had a chat to the touchy, and they've awarded the try. 14 points to 4, kick to come, and it will be awarded to Lachlan Duna, a New South Wales Combined Catholic Colleges team representative, and Roosters, Harold Matts 5'8". He can play anywhere. And he's on the board for the home side. They open their accounts, St Greg's, and they're right back in this thing. Still 18 and a half minutes left. And now Lachlan Duna will look to convert his own try. There's not a lot the number 4 can't do. Up the other end, all of Cleary's attempts have been far simpler than this. Lachlan Duna, good strike. It hit the woodwork. Score stays 14 points to 4. Just under 18 minutes left. Plenty of time. St Gregory's, they've got the boost of the home support here on their campus. And Riley Pollard with kickoff duties here for St Dominic's. Deep it goes, Mason underneath it. And a good first carry there from Cooper Clark. How about this for a run? Outstanding right there from Rossi. Now they work it through hands into a bit of space potentially as well. Just pretty near that sideline is Malia. And over halfway, Black through hands for Reardon. Taken pretty high. They wanted the penalty. Dylan Smith's asking for it in a slow play the ball as well. There he goes. Replacement dummy half. Fifth and last now. Quick play the ball. Heath Mason took it well down low. And then he put it high. It's allowed to bounce. And just juggled in the end by Cooper Clark. It was a good chase by the front rower. And they didn't get the finish they were after to that set, but St Doms will play it on their own 10. So Gregs are defending where they want to be. Here they come out of their own half. Yeah, early on in that first half, Lachlan Dooner was moved back to fullback and Cooper Mangan onto the wing, onto this near right wing for St Greg's. And Lachlan Dooner, he's going to be oh so important to their chances down the stretch here. Involved with the Roosters. As we mentioned, Chooks, Harold Matz, representative as Doms work it up through the middle. This is a good set of 6. It's fifth and last now, and it's Ewer that plays it, their captain. Jet Cleary once again going high. Mangan underneath this one. He had a decent crack at it, and it's 6 more tackles. Cleary was there to retrieve it, and he got it on for Hunter Bell. Tackled just outside the St Greg's 20. Ewer once again off that right foot. Charging forward, falling forward as well. Now through hands, Pollard with a short ball. Danny Johnston only a few metres out. Back towards the sticks, coming up quick in defence. Looks like it was McMenemy. Play on. Pollard to Cleary. Out the back for Edgar. There's a cutout ball. Out wide Henderson. He juggled it and he lost it. So that Greg's defence keeps them in the game here. 14 minutes left. It's a 10-point ball game. Round 1 Peter Mulholland Cup action. 2 Central Pool 1 teams going head to head. Both sides optimistic about their 2023 chances. St Greg's have Holy Cross on June 7. St Doms have Bass High. So McMenemy plays it on his own 20. As Greg's move it out of their own end. This is a good set. Good run that time. Ryan Paulson. 5 metres shy of halfway now. Heath Mason has a carry himself. Into Dom's territory. Couple more tackles in this set. Dylan Smith out of dummy half. Out to Black. Across now. McMenemy spun into trouble. And he's down on that Dom's 40, just outside it. Black goes high. This one spiralling to a tough ask for Jackson Edgar, who was up to the challenge. And he brought it back to his own 20. The middle of the park. Good contact there from Heath Mason. That was on Case Muller. One of the young wingers in this Doms lineup. Now Jet Cleary with a carry himself, and he found a couple of them offside. Penalty St Doms. Smart play from Cleary. Plenty of IQ in that family, of course. And Pollard for the sidelines. It's been an interesting little nugget, I suppose, Cleary, with most of the field kicking duties. It's been Pollard kicking for touch. Heather swung to ground, aggressive defence from Heath Mason. Here's Kai Raven. Got through plenty of work, the number 13 for St Doms. As has Jack Ewer. He'll play it 11 metres out from this Greg's line. Still a few more tackles as well. Pollard now takes it to the line. Short ball. Johnston! They're going to be tough to stop now, St Doms. He's looked dangerous all game. Danny Johnston goes in for his first try of the afternoon. 18-4 kick to come. 11 minutes left in this round one game. Lovely short ball from Riley Pollard. And Danny Johnston, a Penrith Harold Matts representative, making his Schoolboy Cup debut. Danny Johnston scores. And that silenced the home fans. So Lachlan Dooner's try up the other end, cancelled out. And Jet Cleary will look to extend this lead to 16 points. He's 3 from 3 off the tee. He's put together another fantastic rugby league display today, Cleary. And just a perfect kicking style like his brother. Adds 2 more to their lead. 20 points to 4. Just under 10 minutes left here at St Gregory's College. St Dominic's lead by 16 points. A nice tune up for the visitors. They've got Bass High in a few weeks' time. So Mason kicks off for Greg's. And it comes down for Hunter Bell. He'll play it on his own 20 tackle 1. So a big defensive set here for Greg's. Ryan Paulson, good D there. They need to hit back very, very quickly. There's Raven once again. How much work's he got through in this game? Good defence once again from Ryan Paulson. His aggression up the middle has been outstanding. There he is again. Incredibly busy. Right on halfway. And now Cleary kicks one in behind. Cooper Mangan has to go and retrieve. Perfectly weighted. One more roll, in fact. Henderson came through and Cooper Mangan made an excellent decision in hindsight to let that one go. And he's back out to his own 20, tapping it, stepping off that left foot. A 7-metre gain. They move it to the left, a bit of room up the middle. Playing it on his own 40 was McMenemy. Now it's Cooper Black, back to halfway. Dylan Smith sees some room up the middle. The dummy half. Now for Dooner. He sees something in behind. There's a pretty well-weighted kick. Edgar going back, he left it, and he's tackled. Great kick from Dooner. Forces a repeat set. It's most likely going to have to be Lachlan Dooner stepping up for the home side. And there's an example of that. So Cleary drops out, sends that one about 35 metres. Coming back with interest was Sykes, but was there a forward pass there? That's a killer. 6.5 minutes left. You can't have that. Devastating for St Greg's. They still trail by 16 points. And they still need to score 3 times in 6 minutes. Very, very unlikely. So St Dom's, they're a couple more safe sets of 6 away from icing this game at St Greg's campus. Good D there on Bell. Dom's players, they want a penalty. Raven playing it once again. Now they push it out wide for Josh DeBritt. One of the more reliable contributors according to coach Kyle Churchill. Coach of St Dominic's, Kyle Churchill, is also Penrith Harold Matt's coach. So he sees a lot of these guys at school and outside of it. And some of that cohesion has certainly been on display today. Pollard now with a dummy. Aussie touch footy representative at under 18s level. Getting on the front foot there's Ewer. The offload was available, but then it shut up quickly as well. Clark with a good offload. And Heath Mason with some tough yardage after contact. Slow play the ball though. Cooper Mangan now showing some of that pace. Cooper Mangan has some room on the outside. He plays it over halfway. Smith gave it on as they work it back central. Clark now plays it. There's Seb Sykes up the middle, 10 tough metres. Dylan Smith has a dart, got the offload away. Clark to Doona. Now they work it out wide. McMenemy couldn't use fielding on the outside. He was just ahead of him. Black now, short side, puts one high. It's out of play on the full. So 3.5 minutes are all that stand in the way of a St Dom's win in round 1 Peter Mulholland Cup action. And the visitors, they'll play it on their own 20. Case Muller does that. Quite a number of these St Dom's players on Schoolboy Cup debut today. The entire bench, in fact. And these young wingers, Bell and Muller, as they work it out of their own end. There's a nice carry from Johnston. He's been one of the best on the ground today. Incredibly slow play the ball. Paulson was involved defensively for Greggs, which is no surprise. He'd be nearly close to 30 tackles in this game, you'd think, as Cleary puts one high. Well taken back there by Heath Mason. And it will be a Greggs penalty. 2 minutes left. Can they give themselves a confidence booster towards the conclusion here? They won't be winning this game, St Greg's, but they can finish on a high. So a good run there from James Croker. In fact, no, it was Duncombe, the other Crookwool product. Doona through hands, they go. McMenemy has a bit of a half gap, has Fielding down the outside as well. Was always going to struggle to keep that one in the field of play. And once again, that St Dominic's defence has just been outstanding all game. 1.5 minutes left here in this one at St Gregory's College. And the side from Penrith, St Dom's, they're going to be victorious here. They lead by 16 points over the home side. Fantastic atmosphere at St Greg's campus. Just reiterating, round 2 action for Central Pool 1 on June 7. Holy Cross up against St Greg's, and Bass High taking on St Dom's. So St Greg's will like their chances. Round 2 up against a Holy Cross side that was beaten by 60 last week in Cabramatta, up against Bass High. St Dom's and Bass is going to be fascinating, as this will just about do us here at St Gregory's College. Full time, St Dom's big winners over the home side, 20 points to 4.